Time to lace them up, everybody. The Redbud Classic heading your way April 7th and 8th. Ashley Ross, we have Frezer Legesse here to tell us all about the training, the event, and the beneficiaries of this year's Redbud Classic. Great to meet you guys. Thank you very much for your time, for coming into the studio and share a little bit of information about the Redbud Classic. Ashley set it up for us, year number 36, I believe.
Yes, so this is our 36th year with the Redbud Classic. Been going on since 1983. And this event is a whole race weekend dedicated to the Oklahoma City community. We have a ton of events for the entire family. We have a 5K and a 10K. There's also a 1 mile kids fun run, and there's a 2 mile walk, and a 2 mile baby stroller derby where we encourage people to deck out their baby strollers.
Cool. Have some fun with it.
Definitely. And we also kick off the biking season here in Oklahoma City with our 10, 33, and 45 mile bike tours. And so that's all happening April 7th and 8th. And this year our beneficiary is WizKids Oklahoma, and they're a one-on-one volunteering, mentoring, and tutoring program that help under-resourced children in the Oklahoma City community. So excited to get this started this year.
As she mentioned, the weekend is April 7th and 8th. You can go online to redbud.org, and from there you can register online if you want to participate in any of those events, or if you want to donate to help out the organization and the Classic. And as you can see right there, it's raised over $500,000 for local nonprofits, as she mentioned, since 1983, which brings us to the gentleman next to me, Frezer Legesse, who is a professional runner, ladies and gentlemen. He is sponsored by Under Armour and Olympic Trials semifinalist. Congrats on all of that. Yeah. Taping this segment on a Wednesday, what did you get up and do this morning?
I did my easy morning run this morning.
What's an easy morning run for you?
I had an easy 10-miler this morning, and I'll follow that up probably with an afternoon kind of easy 4 or 5 to tack on. So that's what an easy day of a recovery run.
Oh, it's a recovery run.
Yep.
Which probably tells me that you ran longer distances earlier this week.
Yes, yes. So did long runs usually, and workouts kind of add up to be 15 milers,
gotcha.
Kind of broken out.
How many miles a week do you go?
I go about anywhere between 80 to 90 miles a week.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So.
We should mention that he's a local product out of south sides of Oklahoma City with Roosevelt Middle School, U.S. Grant High School, my stomping ground, those area. Went to Oklahoma Christian, yep. And then OU, a Big 12 champion. And your time in the mile?
It is 3:54.
That is so super fast. My goodness. What got you into running?
So I got into running pretty late. I started out as a soccer player. That was my passion. That was something that I've done all my life. And my senior year of high school at U.S. Grant High School, it was a requirement to do cross country in the fall. So I got into it through that. You know, like everyone else and their running experience, I wasn't a huge fan of it. It wasn't something that I wanted to do forever, or I was like, okay, I just can't wait for the season to be over. But I ended up being, I got better throughout the season and was able to have short success kind of at Grant with cross country, and was able to receive scholarship to attend Oklahoma Christian University. So that kind of kept me motivated and kind of kept me going.
So what's your favorite events? Let's just say in college, what were your favorite events?
In college, I was a miler and I was a half miler, so a lot of those middle distance events are what they're considered in track and field. Those were my kind of my favorite events. Kind of now, as I've progressed throughout my career, you know, I'm starting to get into 5Ks and 10Ks and here and there rode 12Ks and that kind of stuff, longer stuff. So I'm starting to kind of fall in love with the long distance events.
You mentioned you were a soccer fan. Which team do you follow?
My favorite team was Barcelona, and then English Premier League. I usually follow Liverpool. That was something that I grew up, and I still kind of, whenever I get a chance, like to watch their games and follow up on them.
For me, it's just a good Saturday morning routine.
Yep.
Turn on the TV, watch the soccer matches.
Yep.
Very cool. So what are you doing these days as an Under Armour sponsored athlete?
So these days, so I recently, not I said recently, about a year and a half ago, moved back to Oklahoma City, and decided to base myself out of Oklahoma City. And I did that for one reason. I wanted to come back and help the community and grow the running community in Oklahoma City, and help out kind of my alma mater and everything from Oklahoma City Public School kids get involved in the sport, because it has a lot of opportunities. It can provide a lot of things for the kids. So in doing so, you know, something that has changed since I was in school was obviously Field of Future's coming in and doing what they're doing with all the facilities in these Oklahoma City Public School schools. So the work that they've done to impact the facilities and to give them the things that I didn't have when I was in school. So kind of partnering with them, and then now Redbud Classic, historic road race and historic event just in general. So partnering with these two and giving young students, Oklahoma City Public School students, an opportunity to take part and see running at a high level. So I think, and that's been my new thing, Frazer's 50, and competing, having 50 selected Oklahoma City Public Schools take part in this awesome event.
Ashley, you kind of teed it up there, the Fields and Futures and its connection with the Redbud Classic. You can find more information at fieldsandfutures.org. Tell us more about how they are integrated.
So Fields of Future is a great nonprofit in Oklahoma that really tries to promote track and field and running in Oklahoma City public schools. And they do that by improving fields in the public schools and also providing resources and professional development to coaches, as well as creating opportunities for students to join a team. So we're really excited to work with Fields of Future and Frazer's 50 with the Redbud this year. They're launching a new initiative, the Simon Greiner program, and that is specifically to promote track and field and cross country, promoting students to join and promoting the programs in school. And so that's part of Frazer's 50. Like he said, he's going to be hand selecting 50 students from Oklahoma City Public Schools to run in the 5K or the 10K that day at the Redbud, April 7th or 8th. And so he'll be running that with them just to get them out in the community and get them excited about running, and running with a professional Under Armour runner and Olympian. So very cool opportunity for them.
Wow, it's fantastic. He would look at me and go, I picked you. No, not you. The one behind you, not you. Frazer, what's next for you in your career?
So I've got the outdoor season coming up, and obviously I want to take part more in community events. So I'm excited to be part of Redbud and be able to run it with the kids and experience that also.
So we mentioned the sub 4-minute mile, which is still just one of those figures in sports that's just impressive. Took forever to break that barrier, and anyone who gets under it now, that's a significant accomplishment. Any longer form, perhaps marathons in your future?
Yes, obviously, you know, kind of getting back and seeing what the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon, and being able to experience that a little bit last year. That's what I'm kind of heading towards, and it's something that it's definitely on my list of things to do.
Still playing any soccer?
Yes, every now and then.
He'd be the guy on the other team. You're like, man, that guy's fast. All right, fieldsandfutures.org for more information about that organization, how you can help them out, and the things that they're involved with, including the Redbud Classic. Again, it is coming up April 7th and 8th, and you can go to redbud.org for information, register online for the various events, or you can donate as well. Ashley and Frazer, thank you again for your time. Very nice to meet you, Frazer. Met you earlier. Thank you again. Best of luck with your career, and best of luck to everybody involved with the Redbud Classic this year.
Thank you.